the sun sitting fast, just like they say nothing good ever lasts. Go on now and kiss it goodbye, but hold on to your love because your heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun sitting down on our town, on our town? Good night. Now I sit on the porch, watch lightning bugs fly. I can't see too good, I got tears in my eyes. I'm leaving tomorrow, but I don't wanna go. I love you, my town, you'll always live in my soul. And you know the sun's sitting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Go on now and kiss it goodbye, but hold on to your love because your heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun sitting down on our town, on our town? Good night.
Good evening and welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight's stories include child car seat safety demonstration, slow pitch softball tournament, voting day results. These stories plus the BBS Playbill, Off the Rack, and more coming up after this.
The little things you do that you think are small and few are the things that mean the most to me. So just keep giving whatever you're giving, 'cause even when you're giving just a little,
if you're doing just a little, you're helping a lot.
it helps a lot.
From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
It helps a lot.
On Monday, June 21st, Burgeo held its first child resistant system clinic. This demonstration was put out by St. John's Ambulance Child Resistant System technicians Michelle Mercer and Krista Standing, in conjunction with the public health nurse Darlene Strickland and Constable Scott Goss. This clinic was free of charge to anyone who wanted to take part. The fire department generously provided the fire off free of charge. The clinic ran from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and 9 car seats were properly installed. Parents and caregivers called ahead of time for an appointment. Each check was approximately 45 minutes long and free child care was provided while the car seats were checked. To begin the check, Darlene Strickland, public health nurse, weighed and measured each child. This was to see if the child's car seat was the appropriate size and fit for the child. The public health nurse also provided snacks, color sheets, and pamphlets on car seat, booster seat safety. There was a checklist to follow, which included things like the child's weight and height, type of car seat, the type of vehicle, and if the car seat had the Canadian Motor Vehicle Safety Standards seal. Did you know that some car seats may be outdated? Many car seats are only good for 4 years, others 6 years, and some 10 years. Please make sure you check the manual to see how long your child's car seat is expected to last. With the assistance of Constable Scott Goss, the car seat was removed and reinstalled properly. It usually takes 2 people to install a car seat, and once put into place, the seat should not move. This clinic was organized to inform parents about the proper way to install car seats. Michelle and Krista has plans to hold another clinic in the future. However, if you would like them to check or help you install your child's car seat, just call them at any time. You don't have to wait till the next clinic. We thank Joey Windsor for taping this event for us. On Saturday and Sunday of last weekend, Burgeo hosted the annual slow pitch softball tournament. Despite the terrible weather, these young men faced the elements to play softball. There was heavy rain for the whole event. On Sunday, the weather cleared in time for the championship game. There were 6 teams entered in the tournament. 1 from Port-au-Basque, Port-au-Bort, Corner Brook, and 3 from Burgeo, Sultans of Swing, Wolfpack, and Blasters. There were approximately 12 games played, plus 3 playoff games. The championship game was between 2 Burgeo teams, the Sultans of Swing and the Wolfpack. The Wolfpack was victorious over the Sultans with a score of 12-1. The winners won the right to play in the provincial tournament in August. They were also presented with sweaters. The second place winners, the Sultans, were given t-shirts. Congratulations to the Wolfpack on their victory. Thanks to Jennifer Hand for filming this event for us. On Monday, June the 28th, was voting day all across Canada. Election day in Burgeo was sunny and warm, but voter turnout was slow. There were a few reasons why voters didn't go to the polls. Many residents have gone away to work. School is over and many families have gone on to holidays and to their cabins. Still others were unsure who to vote for, so they chose not to vote. During the advance polls, 52 people cast their votes. As you already know, Mr. Matthews was declared the winner for a random Buren St. George's. There were 585 accepted votes and 3 rejected ballots. Mr. Matthews received 377 votes, Mr. McGraw of the NDP party at 162, and Mr. Pickford with the Conservative Party at 43. And Mr. Dolman with the Green Party at 3 votes. Stay tuned for more of This Week in Review coming up after this.
My name is Max and I'm a champ. My foot got caught in a lawn tractor accident. If it can happen to me, it can happen to you. Spot the danger before you play. Play safe.
On Wednesday of this week, we visited the Aki Arena to see how things were coming along. It's been approximately 3 weeks since we last visited the rink. The water line has been put down and covered up. All that remains to do with the water line is to hook it into the main line. Some new plywood has been put around the sides of the existing rink. Guard posts has been put around parts of the building. These will remain in place. When we visited, most of the workers were busy bringing fill to level up the ground around the arena. Did you just bring all the fill for this, Aura? Did you? Workers from Brooks Construction has been in town most of the week pouring the cement floor. Work on the floor began on Tuesday and will continue until Friday. On Thursday of this week, we went to the rink to watch as they poured the floor. Thanks to Melvin Anstey from Brooks Construction for allowing us to film them as they work. On Thursday of this week, the Sand and Sea Committee hosted Canada Day celebrations. Celebrations started at 1:30 p.m. with an opening ceremony at the lovely Sandbanks Park. The weather was foggy but warm. Quite a few people came out to the celebrations. Music was provided all afternoon by A&A Disco. At 2:30 p.m. there was a poker walk, which was won by Georgina Fudge, followed by a 50-50 draw. Members of the Katima Vic were painting faces, playing games with the children, and greeting people as they entered the park. At 4 p.m. the Sand and Sea Committee members served free burgers and cake. At 7:30 p.m. there was bingo. The bingo lovers enjoyed 5 games to share the wealth and 1 jackpot game. The family dance began at 9 p.m. and continued till about 12. Everyone seemed to enjoy the Canada Day celebrations. On Thursday, July the 1st, 2 young people from our community were presented with the Canadian Heritage 2004 Canada Day Youth Award.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to interrupt your music for a little bit, and we're going to have a short awards presentation. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Valerie Sims Anderson, and I'm the Regional Coordinator for the Community Youth Network. In my job, I work closely with the youth in this area, and today we are here to celebrate the accomplishments of 2 of them, Angela Peterson and Kristen James. Angela and Kristen are very active volunteers in this community, both in and out of school. As such, in March they were nominated for the 2004 Canada Day Youth Award. The Canada Day Youth Award is a national award designed to recognize and reinforce the outstanding achievements and contributions of young people to their communities and by extension to the betterment of Canada. The youth must invest a minimum of 100 hours of service in their community in the nomination year, as well as make exceptional contribution in 3 areas: community participation, promotion of Canadian values, and sustainable development initiatives. These youth have done just that. I nominated Angela Peterson on behalf of the Community Youth Network. In my nomination letter, I noted that Angela donates approximately 5 hours per week to her volunteer activities. She works with people of all ages and abilities, young children, fellow students, adults, and seniors. Some of Angela's notable volunteer activities include volunteering at the Calder Healthcare Centre, CYN member. She organized a weekly story hour at Burgeo Public Library. She's a member of the Respect Team, Yearbook Committee, and Mentoring Program at Burgeo Academy. She is active in the Anglican Church as a greeter and reader, and she was chosen as this school district's candidate to take part in the Interchange of Canadian Studies in North Bay, Ontario, and she was one of just 10 across the province that were chosen for that honor. Probably her greatest achievement to date, though, has been receiving the Bronze Award for the Duke of Edinburgh Young Canadians Challenge this past year, and she is currently working towards her Silver Award. Kristen James was nominated for the award by Joy Hines on behalf of the RCSCC Bob Bartlett. In her nomination letter, Joy noted that Kristen was a very active volunteer and a well-rounded individual whose participation in different organizations is outstanding. Kristen has been involved with the local guiding movement for 10 years, from which she received the Canada Award in 2002. She's a Calder Healthcare Centre volunteer. At St. John the Evangelist Church, she serves as a server, a reader, and an assistant to the minister. She's a secretary on the Community Youth Network, and she's a part of the local Royal Canadian Sea Cadets as the lead Glock player. Kristen has also won numerous awards through cadets, such as Perfect Attendance and Best Band Cadet. This past year, Kristen also received the Bronze Award for the Duke of Edinburgh Young Canadians Challenge, and she is currently working towards her Silver Award. As you can see, both of these ladies are outstanding volunteers. While being so giving of themselves, they have both found the time to complete a rigorous academic program at school and maintain an A average. Angela and Kristen exemplify the volunteer spirit that exists in Burgeo, and I, for one, thank them for their contribution to our community. And without further ado, I ask Mayor Hand to step forward to present the awards. Okay. Recipient of the 2004 Canada Day Youth Award, Kristen James. Recipient of the 2004 Canada Day Youth Award, Angela Peterson. Congratulations, girls, you deserve it. And can we give them both a big round of applause for all that they've done? Now, Mayor Hand would like to have a few words.
Good afternoon. I'd like to congratulate the two girls on their dedicated volunteer work to the town. And also I would like to take this opportunity to wish everyone here a happy Canada Day. It's a great privilege we have to be citizens of such a great country as Canada. But having said that, being a bit of the older class, I can't do this without also remembering that when Newfoundland was a country and when I was a boy, this used to be Memorial Day. And none of us should ever forget that it was on July 1st, 1916, that 801 Newfoundlanders went into battle, and the next morning only 68 answered the roll call. So having said that, that's giving a tribute to both the country of Newfoundland and Canada, and I wish you all a very, very happy Canada Day celebrations. Thank you.
Thank you for staying and listening to our awards presentation. Angela and Kristen have a cake out front here, and if anyone would like to come forward, especially their invited guests, you can come up and get a piece of cake when they cut it. Enjoy your day.
When we laugh with the old fishermen, and they curse when the fog rolled in, then they made up the hay. It's been more than a long, long time since I held you and called you mine. And we went.
Stay with us for Off the Rack and the BBS Playbill, all after this.
Dear Mrs. Coleman, you don't know me, but I know you know my old red house at the end of the lane. Please forgive me for tracking you down, but I had to thank you. I'm not sure what inspired your kindness. Oh, it's a godsend. Since my wretched hip surgery, just getting to the end of the lane and back takes nearly half an hour, and sometimes the pain just isn't worth it. You brought me something much more important than newspapers. You brought me the understanding that it's the small, the simple things that really help people.
If you're doing just a little, you're helping a lot. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Off the Rack. This week, as we scanned our tape rack, we came across a tape of another Canada Day at Sandbanks Park. Let's look back to July 1993.
I used to ride with the wind, and since he was my friend, I just let him decide where we go. Whoa, whoa. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Just a wild rambling rose, seeking mysteries untold. No regrets for the path that I chose. Whoa, whoa. When a flower grows wild, it can always survive. Wildflowers don't care where they grow. Wildflowers don't care where they grow.
And I'll be here again next week with This Week in Review. For This Week in Review, I'm Marie Rose. Good night and God bless.